Oh, I know, man. It's been a rough couple days. I know people out here talking crazy. I seen it. I seen it. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it all. I know y'all really on some other stuff about this Charles Kirk brother. Man, let me be clear to y'all. A lot of people can't be upset for this man for this reason. When you talk down on other people, even though you just voicing your opinion, which I think that's all he was doing was voicing his opinion. I don't think the man should have died for that. But when you say stuff to people like you don't like him, or let's just take what he said, the gun. Sometimes people gotta die for other laws and things to stay in place. Some people gotta lose their life. Now that's kind of me just paraphrasing what he said, right? And what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is you gotta really be careful, and I mean be careful what you say. Be careful what you say, man, for real. Because at the end of the day, people take that at face value. They take that at face value, bro. Like real talk. When you sit down and you say, "Well, he had this coming," I don't believe he had death coming. I don't believe that. I believe he might have had like some cuss words coming his way and things of that nature. But it's different. I seen a picture on social media of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and this man, Charles Kirk. It's not the same. It's not the same. You know why we couldn't tear up the streets for Malcolm X? Because one of our own took Malcolm X out. You know why y'all can't tear up the streets for Charles Cook? Because one of your own took him out. You know why we could tear up the streets for Martin Luther King? Because somebody other than one of our own took him out. Did you hear what the mayor, the dude, the governor or the mayor of that of Florida was saying? I mean, Utah was saying, man, I hope it was somebody outside of our outside of the country who did it, because he didn't want that on him. Now Utah known as the place where the man died for voicing his opinion. And as crazy as it sounded, it was a rich person who just had enough, and he was a Democrat, right? That's what y'all said. Republican, Democrat, whatever he was. He was rich, and he just didn't like it. Listen when he started talking about transgender. Pow! That's how quick it happened. Where was this man's security at? Where's the security at? I'm a nobody, but I know if I do enough shit talking, I need to take some people with me from the hood to make sure I don't get got. You know what I'm saying? You have to really understand that you can't say whatever you want to say and think ain't no consequences to the game. You cannot think that for a brief second. Because even though you're voicing your opinion, somebody ain't gonna like it. You got people in your family that don't like when you say something. You know what I'm saying? So when you sit down and you're trying to voice your opinion on black, I think one thing was like he said, black people, they go from house to house and woman to woman and da da da, right? Something like that. Spanish people, da 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 da. He talked down on every race but his own. So we already knew the Klan fix was on. We already knew. Then you saw the white supremacists show up. White man, fight back. Only question to this is this: white man, who you gonna fight in this situation? Who you gonna fight? Who you gonna fight back to? One of your own did it. So who do you fight back to? You go through all these things, right? So much hatred in the world right now. And it started when you took the Ten Commandments and God out of the school. It started when you didn't want to reform who can carry a gun and who can't. Oh, felons can't carry guns, but they can keep them in their house for safety. You can't be a felon and run for office, but if you white, you can become president. Like, come on, man. Let's not make these rules half-ass. You know what I'm saying? Let's really look into it, right? We all supposed to be equal, even though we not. We supposed to be. When you actually sit down and look at the world today, kids don't respect their parents. Parents don't respect their kids, and they're not being taught the right way of life as it stands right now. You can't go and say, I want something better out of life, and you're doing nothing to get there. You're doing absolutely nothing to get there. You're doing nothing to make the life that you're saying you want better for your grandkids and their kids after that better. Because you'll spend more time hating than you will loving. It's crazy. Does a person deserve to die for an opinion? No. Absolutely not. But do you have to accept what comes with it when you're preaching hate majority of the time you're talking? Oh, transgender women, they want to be able to go in the girls' bathroom. I'm going to agree with him on this. I'm going to agree. He said E40. Weeble wobble wibble. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to agree on this. And I'm sorry if it's going to offend people, but I'm going to agree to this. I don't care if you change your body type. I don't care if you change every part of your body. Your DNA didn't change. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to do what you want to your body, but you still need to follow the same rules as what you were born as. That's just my opinion. You shouldn't be allowed to go in the bathroom with little girls and you used to be a full-grown man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You just shouldn't be allowed to do that. Just because you can screw a penis on now don't make you a man. I'm being honest with y'all. Because if you go in a man's bathroom and something happens to you as a woman, the man gonna be held accountable that did it to you, but you in the wrong bathroom, right? So this is what I'm getting at. Like it's always this versus that. So I agree with him on that. I've said this before. Look, a transgender person doesn't get the same protection as a biological person. Like a transgender woman gets in a grown man's face, you still get treated as a grown man. When they go write it up, it's going to be wrote as a hate crime because you are not you're identifying as something else. And so I agree with the man on that. Do I agree with everything? No, I don't agree with things my parents say. But I can respect it. I don't want to die for not agreeing with you. Do I agree with everything Donald Trump does? Hell no. But I can respect what he's trying to do. But is he racist as they come? Absolutely he is. Absolutely the man's racist. I don't care what y'all say. No, he's not. He's the greatest president ever. Show me what the greatest president right now has done. What has he done? His wealth got built off the back of immigrants and migrants. That's what his wealth got built off of. His parents gave him some money. He didn't have to go get it out the mud. Michael, what's going on? You have to get it out the mud like everybody else. So you want to build a wall to keep people out of land that actually belongs to them. I'm a little confused on that. Maybe you can help me out. But when it's time to get the work done, I don't see no white people on top of no roof. That shit hot. You ever had to tar a roof before? I have. No. I did it for 5 minutes, and I realized that wasn't for me. You got to carry tar up a ladder, shingles up a ladder. Man, everybody ain't built for that. Everybody not built for that. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life. Y'all make sure y'all follow the channel and hit that bell so y'all know when we on. So you look at it like this, and I mean this all the way respectfully. Spanish people are the only people that I know on God's green earth that can come from where they come from and make a job in a day. You don't believe me? I'm going to give you an example. Spanish man come over on a bicycle with an ice chest, put some ice in it, put some different colors, Kool-Aid looking stuff in it, call it a raspa. He got a job. He got a job. Open up a tire shop, good to go. They willing to do every job everybody else ain't willing to do, right? No disrespect to everybody else, but I'm talking about my Spanish people right now. My como estas and all that. My senoras and my senoritas and my senors. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to them. They the only ones that get up and go get it every day. Well, how come they always got? Because I'm going to explain to you why they always got. They buy one house. 15 mother effers be up in that one house. They breaking each other off to make sure they keep that one house. They pay that off. They buy the house next door to the house on the same block. Move about 10 of them over there. What I'm trying to get you to say is that they do it until everybody got a house on the block with no complaints. Right? My black people. Here's our problem is, and I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. We got to get out of that crab in a barrel syndrome. We got to get out of that. It ain't our job to help every single person that we run across or in our family, but you can't help somebody else if you ain't helped you first. And I mean this wholeheartedly. I'm black and Puerto Rican, and I speak this from the heart. You cannot help nobody else if you are not in a good financial space yourself. They said, well, the Bible says do unto others you want others to do unto you. It absolutely does say that. But if you read it a little bit deeper, it says this. Charity begins at home and then it spreads abroad. It starts at home. So you can't do for other people and you broke. You can't do none of that. So once your charity starts at home and then it spreads abroad, then you can go and help whoever you need to help. Yes, you're going to get talked about. Absolutely. Yes, you're going to get dogged. Absolutely. Yes, you're going to get caught all kind of stuff. Absolutely. But it don't matter. You know why? Because you're taking care of the home front first. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to save money. Everybody wants you to, can you help me? Can you help me? I'll pay you back when income tax come. We in November. You want me to wait till March to get my money? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. And that's what it is, day in and day out. Stop feeling bad for saying the word no. Stop feeling bad for saying the word no. Go out there and get your wealth up. Absolutely. Get that, factory for sure. Go out here and find out why everybody else is moving up and you still here. Now, get into my Caucasian people. White folks, I know y'all gonna take a little offense to what I'm about to say, and we got love for y'all too. Everybody white ain't right and everybody white ain't rich. I'm gonna let you know that now. I know a whole bunch of people living in the trailer homes, but guess what? Them trailer home people are not trailer trash. They smart. I'm gonna tell you why they smart. Because they knew if they went and bought a big house they couldn't afford, they'd be back living with one of their family members immediately. You have to understand, if you hand kids financial wealth and they don't earn none of it, they'll never understand or value the dollar. Never. They'll never value the dollar. When you stand by and you watch people get up every morning, I work at a school. I have the utmost respect for people who work at schools. I'm up at 4:45, no later than 5 o'clock every morning. I'm out of my house by 5:15. I'm at work at 5:30. I'm doing a pre-trip to get ready to get your kids on a school bus to take your kids to school to get an education. You understand what I'm saying? New York Giants, baby. New York Giants all day. Win, lose, or draw, I ride with the Giants. You have to look at why this is. My father worked for all his life. I can't tell you how many years he worked. But if you ever heard of a place called Elmira, New York, my father worked for Kennedy Val. They made fire hydrants and all kind of stuff. And let me explain something to you. My father went to work every day, never complained. Even on a sick day, he was there. You know why? Because he wanted us to understand the value of a dollar. People who was born into wealth won't ever understand the true value of hard work. Never. Never are they going to understand it. My mother, she's a brilliant woman. Brilliant. Smart as they come. My mother was one of the top bill collectors in the world. Know why? Because she knew how to talk to people who were broke, because she been down that broke road before. She know you can't afford all that payment at one time. Let's break it up in payments and make sure you don't go to another debt collector. So when rich politicians are sitting up on a high horse looking down on us, we make them who they are. So y'all stop thinking y'all need these politicians out here. They need you. You don't never see a politician in the ghetto until it's time for a vote. Then all of a sudden, they want to shake hands and kiss babies. About that all the time. All the time do you, my fault, y'all. So no other time do you see a politician in the ghetto. Now, what they will tell you is, sometimes this is as good as it gets, but they won't tell their kids that. You want to do better, you got to fight for that. So I'm telling y'all right now, fight for what y'all want. Black, white, Hispanic, Filipino, I don't give a damn what race you are. Fight for what you want. I've been at my job for 20 years. 20 years. And I heard somebody once say to another person, they said, he can't do anything else but drive. I don't think he's computer savvy enough. Technology ain't on his side. Well, another lady came in and she felt otherwise. Hey, give this to Carter. Tell him to do this. Show him how to do it. You know why people don't want to show you how to do what they do? Because they are scared they're going to lose their position. They scared they're going to lose their position. I went to school to be a medical assistant. Aced it. Madam cum laude in my school. I went and got certified in CPI, which if you don't know what that is, it means if a kid is out of control and has a 504 plan, you can restrain them the correct way. Certified. I'm the lead at my job in my department. You know why? Because everything I do like can't nobody else do it. I do it to perfection. Who's your favorite player on the New York Giants? I ain't got one right now. It used to be Saquon, but he went to Philly. So understand that you have to build your mindset to be a better person. You have to build your mindset to say, they might not believe in me, but I believe in me. And sometimes it only takes one person to give you a shot. When I first started working where I'm at, I had a high person up there who couldn't stand me. Walked around like his shit didn't stink. He couldn't stand me for nothing. But I ain't let that deter me. I did the best I could. And then, as you see, I'm still here. He not. Stop letting people tell you that you ain't good enough. You more than worthy. You more than worthy. I don't care how many kids you got, as long as you can take care of them. I don't care about none of that. Ladies, I don't care if you fall apart from depression. Get back in the saddle. What do I do for work? I'm the lead at the transportation. I run the transportation department. I drive school buses as well. I also own my own clothing brand called Envibe Clothing. I'm a music producer on the side, and I also do the Carter podcast. I got my hands in a bunch of stuff, and I create other businesses for other people so they can be productive. You know what I'm saying? I don't sleep. I'm like this. People be like, you sleeping. We don't sleep. We just take long blinks like this and we get up and get to that money. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So when people are out here trying to tell me this, that, and this, I tell them, we gonna win without losing. That's what we gonna do, y'all. We gonna win without losing. Not everybody on our side is on our side. But if you can take one, listen, I'm going to give y'all some free game right now before I get off. Cash App got a thing where you can, I'm muted. Y'all can't. Sorry, y'all, my phone. I don't know. Sorry, y'all, my phone. I don't know. I've never had a phone. I never had that. You're not muted? You can, okay. What's your opinion on saying, hey, Jack, on trades? That's enough. Hey,